Hello, I'm Bookface. And I'm back in this room. The light bulb has been replaced.
Let there be light.
And we're just going to pretend my other videos were that dim for aesthetic and not because I was unaware of how dull that light bulb was. It's so much brighter in here. But anyways, today we're talking about mythical creatures from Malaysia. Because I have a friend in Malaysia and I got really interested in the mythology. Now, Malaysia is a country where folklore and mythology has had a great effect on the overall culture for a long time. Like myths that say that if kids stay out after sunset, then they'll be killed by demons. Grade A parenting. But until fairly recently, according to my friend, around the 70s, people accepted monsters, myths, and magic as, well, just sort of fact. And people were commonly found taking measures to avoid curses or magical beings or sunset demons. Now, due to stricter enforcement of religious laws, I'm not entirely sure what that means, and whatever else is going on in the culture, these creatures move from common knowledge to basically superstitions and insults, apparently. According to my friend in Malaysia, anything can be an insult. Fight me, you tree. Come at me, oak. So, with all that information, let's jump right in. First, we have a creature called a toil, which were mythical creatures thought to be made by witches to be used as familiars. That's why they're so very well known. They're very familiar. To create this creature, the witch will take a demonic spirit and bind it to a baby's corpse or a dead fetus. Boy, this video got dark quick. Additionally, it's also believed that more toil are male because female toil are too difficult to control. But what I find weird about that is, okay, so the toil is a spirit inhabiting a baby's body. Okay, sure. But then how would that work in its gender? Sure, the baby is male or female, but like that part isn't controlling it. The toil demon thing is. So if that's the case, is it the toil that's a boy or a girl? And how would you know that? Am I overthinking this? Probably. After this creature was created, the witch would then contain it in a jar and hide it somewhere under the house. Congratulations, kids. This is what happens when you go in the cookie jar. You stay in there. Now, the toil, as messed up as it kind of is, was mostly just used to steal things, hurt people, or just generally cause trouble. It's just a little troll baby. And apparently it's believed they can be repelled by 10 beans being placed on your doorstep because they can't count to 10. I mean, that makes sense. They're babies. They haven't even gone to preschool. And I mean, everybody knows that in order to get into a house, you have to count stuff. That's how it works. Most people just count the doorknobs. 1. Next we have the Bajang, which were demonic creatures kept by shamans and practitioners of black magic. Now sometimes they're just used to protect crops and ward off wild animals. This form is very commonly referred to as a scarecrow. However, sometimes they're used to bring misfortune to others. That's what happens when you get too close to the corn. They'll commonly attack women and children and leave their victims with an illness that eventually leads to death. It's corn flu. They were believed to be held in something called a tambong bulu, which is a section of bamboo covered by a special leaf, weed, and then sealed with an amulet. Now, what did these evil demonic creatures look like? Well, they looked like polecats. Face of evil. Owners must feed them blood, milk, and eggs daily, or else they'll attack their owners. They get very angry. It was believed they could be warded off with special amulets, but you couldn't actually kill them. Instead, the person who owns them is usually run out of town or killed themselves, though some believe that the magic users who own them can perform spells to kill them. Though nowadays it's illegal to practice black magic, so the person would just be arrested. I don't know how often that law gets used, but I'd say it's a good law. Additionally, since these creatures didn't really,
Die.
they would basically always outlive their owners, and so the owner would have to pass them down to their children, or there was just this random bajang running around. So they have to pass down these creatures to their children. Happy birthday, Billy. Granddad got you a
Vampire demon that'll be a burden for the rest of your life.
and Lincoln Logs. And with the very odd theme of babies, the Bajang was believed to be a stillborn baby brought to life with black magic. Additionally, they were sometimes considered the male version of the Lang Xue, which I covered in a different video. Go watch it. Lastly, we have the Jembalang Tana, which is a creature that's created by burying an umbilical cord or baby's urine. They were believed to attack anyone who went into their woods, but if the person made an offering before going in the woods, not only would they not attack them, but they'd actually protect them from anything else in the forest. This is because going in the forest was a very dangerous thing back in the day. A lot of dangerous stuff out there. A lot of death. But this role made it seem almost like some sort of 40th, some sort of forest guardian spirit, except it was still known to cause plagues and natural disasters. I'm just imagining Jambalangtana sitting up in a tree or something, sees a dude enter the woods without making an offering, all of a sudden, bam, earthquake. What, you went into my woods without asking? Boom, here's the Black Death. Have fun. So there are 3 creatures from Malaysian myth. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye!